Have you ever sat across from your grown child, maybe sharing a cup of coffee, and heard them say something that didn't sit right with you? A comment that made your stomach twist, but you brushed it off because they're your child. You love them. You've seen them grow from a baby in your arms into an adult with opinions, dreams, and struggles. So when they say something sharp or dismissive, it's easy to make excuses. Maybe they're tired. Maybe you're being too sensitive. Maybe they didn't mean it. But what if those little remarks aren't just careless words? What if they're signs? Signs that the relationship is no longer balanced, and worse, that it may be hurting you. I'm not talking about ordinary disagreements that every parent and adult child goes through those. I'm talking about patterns, repeated words that show a lack of respect, words that wear down your dignity, your confidence, and your peace. This isn't about walking away from your children. It's about standing up for yourself. It's about recognizing when love and respect are missing, and having the strength to step back if you need to. Maybe you've heard your child say, "You were never really there for me." After everything you did, working long hours, sacrificing, pouring yourself into raising them. That phrase cuts deep. It makes you question everything. But you need to remember, you weren't perfect, but you gave what you had. If they refuse to see your effort because they'd rather hold on to blame, you must protect your peace. Then there's the phrase, "You owe me." It might not be said directly. It might sound like, "After everything I've been through because of you," or, "I wouldn't be struggling if you had done a better job." But the meaning is the same. They're holding your love hostage. That's not love, that's manipulation. You don't owe your adult children your savings, your guilt, or your constant energy. Love should carry gratitude, not demands. Another one you may have heard, "You're too old, you wouldn't understand." This isn't shouty, it's dismissive. It makes you feel invisible, as though your wisdom counts for nothing. But your age is not weakness, it's strength. You've lived through struggles and joys, and that deserves respect. If your child uses age to silence you, that's not progress, it's disrespect. Or maybe they've said, "If you don't help me, I'll figure it out without you." At first, that sounds independent. But often, it's a threat. It's not about maturity, it's about control. They're saying, "Do this or lose me." Real love doesn't come with ultimatums. If their closeness depends on what you provide, it's not a relationship, it's a transaction. There's also, "You're the reason I turned out this way." Every parent has regrets, but your adult child is responsible for their own choices. You don't deserve to carry their blame forever. You gave what you could. They must own their path now. Then there's, "You never really loved me." Those words are cruel. They erase years of care, sacrifice, and showing up. Love may not have been perfect, but it was real. If they use that phrase to hurt you, they're not seeking healing, they're seeking control. You don't need to keep proving yourself to someone who's already decided not to see your love. You may also hear, "You're just being dramatic." This is dismissal dressed as humor. It silences you. But your feelings matter. Your perspective matters. You've lived too much life to let anyone shrink your voice. Or maybe they snap back with, "I didn't ask for your opinion." Of course, they don't have to follow your advice. But respect means listening, even if they disagree. Shutting you down isn't independencia, it's contempt. And sometimes the most damaging phrase of all comes out, "You're the one who needs help, not me." Said with concern, it could mean care. But too often, it's gaslighting, a way to make you doubt your reality, your memory, your feelings. That's not love, that's control. Here's what I want you to remember. You deserve respect, not just tolerance, not polite nods. Real respect, the kind that honors your life, your effort, your wisdom. This stage of your life isn't about being silenced or dismissed. It's about peace, dignity, and joy. If you felt the sting of these words, you're not alone. Many parents carry this pain quietly. But you don't have to anymore. You have the right to draw lines, to speak up, to step back when you need to protect your peace. Not because you've stopped loving your children, but because you've started loving yourself. You've earned the right to live with freedom, not fear, with respect, not regret, with joy, not judgment. You've earned the right to surround yourself with people who see your worth and treat you with the love and honor you deserve.